What's up, everybody? It's your boy One Gun here, and I'm back. Wow, we gotta talk about that 3D. Almost out. Good. Glad you're working things out. Well, anyway, folks, another day, another story, something I've been pondering like the last couple days. By the way, this is your boy One Gun, and I gotta talk to you guys today about iClone. You know, it's gonna be a very interesting talk, you know, and we're gonna sit back. I'm gonna sit back and do a little work while I do this talk, but it's something that's been really on me since I started using iClone many years ago. Back since I started working using iClone back in 2015, when I started using into 2014, 2015, you know, and it's just all around. You know, I got to a point too where I actually had to go back and sit back what I've done with iClone and the progression I've made with iClone. You know, so here I am last night, and I'm gonna show you what I was worked on. Let me move this all out the way. Where is it? So here I am working in iClone, and I'm trying to figure out why I'm still using this program. You know, is it any benefit for me to go to iClone 8? You know, I've dealt with iClone for many years now, and my opinion about how much further I should go with the program depends on a couple of things to me. You know, ease of use, affordability, and the technology itself. Is it improving, or is it getting any better? Now, I've stuck with this I've been with this program since I've been using it since I got introduced to iClone back in version 3, you know, and didn't really buy the program until 5, you know, and I've been using the program since 5 along with other programs. And the thing about it is, I went back and I checked. Now, I just want to tell you guys that, and this is no lie about iClone, it's expensive. It's very expensive. You know, it comes off when you first get it and you're first using it, you know, as a program which is easy, accessible, easy to use, and affordable. But I would say okay on the other two parts. But as far as it being affordable, well, it depends. You know, it depends on. Oh, you came in on 7. You're just a baby. Hey, what's up, True Story? Thanks for joining. So, my whole thing with iClone is, what capacity going forward should I use it? Because, like, I just built a brand new computer. And that brand new computer cost a lot of money. Due to the fact that I did get donations to build this thing, I still had to come out of pocket for a bunch of stuff too, while I'm still, you know, taking care of other medical bills and stuff like that, you know. And the computer is still not it's not affordable. That's what I'm asking. That's but it's an easy program to use. It does have a lot of benefits to keep using it. But the thing about it is that now you got Blender, right? Blender is really stepping up its game. You know, a lot more companies are making products and bridges for you to bring their products into Blender, for you to utilize Blender. And Blender ain't no joke. You know, it's pretty stable. It's a good overall program that you can use to compete without the cost of constantly buying plugins and stuff. You know, for what iClone charges you to continuously to use their program, you know, it's crazy, because they want you to constantly buy stuff that they just. I mean, if they're gonna start charging $500, $600, $700 for these programs, they're gonna have to start adding more to the programs than just the baseline bullshit. You know, things like I don't know, Python scripts for for us to do certain things. Like take for instance, I had went to their actor core market, and I bought like a bunch of animations for the motorcycle, SUV, and all that other stuff, right? Not the kid. I'm trying to tell you. So I bought all this stuff, and I was thinking when I bought this stuff, I was gonna go and download the Python script for these motions. Now I spent over $100 buying the motions for these vehicles I want. Now I didn't need all the motions. I just need the vehicles. I bought the vehicles, motorcycle, SUV, and the sedan. Okay, those are the three, and those things aren't cheap, especially for export. They're not cheap. All right, so right there, that's over $100 right there. Then I went and bought the motions specifically for those vehicles. Now that's not cheap. That's over $100 there, right? So when I went and looked for the Python script for the characters, animation, and vehicles, it wasn't there. And then I was like, well, I thought the script was for free, because the script is to help you use their product. Anytime you come out with something to help you use their product after you buy it, it should be free to the consumer, because we spent a whole bunch of money getting this stuff from the get-go. I didn't buy the packs because I was just buying the stuff as I needed it, especially as content does get pricey, and now they're going to export license only. Yeah, I know that. I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I think Ben was talking about it. And the thing about it is that what's my opinion on iClone? Is it gonna be worth buying? Yeah, it's gonna be worth buying. But it's getting to a point that if you buy this program, what are you gonna use it for? Because now it's not the program you just buy for kick, shits, and giggles and do dance videos with. It's the program that it's like you're gonna use this stuff to, play around or do professional work. It's getting close to that to just being professional, creating professional work with this thing now. Because a lot of professionals are using it in their pipelines for whatever they're gonna do in Blender, Maya, Max, or freaking Omniverse or Unreal Engine 5. So it's getting up there. A lot of professionals are using this program to make games and shit with. But in my opinion, I don't think that iClone or Reallusion is keeping up with the quality that's needed for a lot of people to use. Because my whole thing when I first started using iClone was basically this. It was this. I wanted a program where I could be able to bring my emotions into the program and be able to use FBX files. Now, you couldn't do it with Dash, and you couldn't do it with Poser at the time. And I was tired of using Dash and Poser because I wasn't getting the results I wanted. But when I switched over to iClone, I was starting to get results. I was having the cameras were easy to use. Set up the cameras were easy to use. They had it so you can actually get into the timeline and set up stuff. And it was so much greatness. And the thing about it is I can bring my Genesis characters in, play with those inside of iClone. I mean, it was a lot of stuff that I was asking for out the other programs that they just never thought of doing, because they were more about making shitty videos. And the people who bought Dash and Poser stuff were people who were using Poser, making obscure bullshit. And then you had the people over here in the Dash community who didn't care about animation really, just cared about making photos over there. So I didn't fit in neither one of these categories. But right over here, you had iClone, where they claimed to be a 3D filmmaking machine. So that's the route I went, and I've been with them ever since. But now I'm getting wore down with Reallusion doing stuff, that costs me more money. Costs everybody more. I mean, I'm an artist who's trying to make content for other people, and I have to use iClone for a lot of the stuff that I do. And iClone makes it hard for me to do a lot of stuff in the program. So if you're like me, you probably use a program like Motion Builder or something like that. Motion Builder ain't cheap. Motion Builder costs money, And the thing about it is all the stuff inside of iClone I shouldn't have to go outside of iClone to make a simple walk cycle that I bought from their store, working their program without it jumping or skipping or doing other bullshit. So I've been saying for years they need to um, include a graph editor. They need to improve the animation tools. They need to do a whole bunch of stuff. Now they have done some improvements, but the improvements are not the improvements that will make you a better animator inside of iClone. It's basically just the opposite. You know, they've done some improvements on the timeline. They actually finally put in a curve editor after they got PBR, which was like, it's useless to have PBR to go and get PBR into iClone before you actually fix the animations tool, because you marketed iClone as a animation tool, you know. So why would you add the PBR before you fix any of the animation tools? Beyond me. But everybody, that's what they did. Everybody wanted PBR so their shit can look good, okay, so they can make more dance videos. But now all the characters and the environments in PBR, I mean, it was ridiculous, you know. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy 7. I was in 6 for a long time. I was in 6 for a whole year before I actually went and bought 7 to actually start making stuff in 7. You know, I waited a whole year. I waited a whole year before I bought it because I was so angry that they listened to these idiots in the forum board ask for just the most minusculest bullshit. They need soft body physics in here. You know, they need stuff that, like, I can actually take a paintbrush and paint it onto the character. Like this female right here, I can paint on her boobs, and then when she walks, her boobs can actually move and jiggle. You know, her muscles can move and jiggle, and her arms and legs and thighs, her butt can jiggle. I want that type of stuff, you know. So so it look good with crappy animation. Yeah, you know. But it's hard for me to think about going forward at iClone, especially iClone 8. iClone 8 got some new toys and features in it, but will those new toys and features be enough for me to move forward? Now, I'm working on this video here. This is going to be a music video for somebody. And it's okay. I mean, from what I get, but this is 7. And 7 was supposed to help us out and was supposed to be this great tool, supposed to surpass 6, and it did, you know. 6 was supposed to be the great tool, and 6 was bad. iClone 6 was a piece of crap, you know. And they had to, and that's why iClone 6 didn't have that long of a life. iClone 7 came in, they had a very long life. But the thing is, moving forward, should I still stick with iClone? Now, don't get me wrong, I probably will be buying iClone 8, but the whole thing about it is, will iClone 8 be the last iClone I buy? Because I've started making that progressive leap over to Blender and using Blender. Now I have a whole bunch of options. I have Unreal Engine. I got Omniverse. I got a whole bunch of things. License. Man. But I'm just trying to figure out a way to move forward, you know, because I want to settle down on a decent pipeline. iClone was a good pipeline for a while, but iClone has got ridiculous on the content that they make. You know, they just came out with a new hair product, right? New hair product. And one of the things that, you know, you go into the forum board and you see, it's like you need more diverse hairstyles. You need more black people hairstyles. I mean, that's what a lot of people are saying. You need more. Now, I'm not a person saying, I'm not some woke person saying diversity this, diversity that. I'm just tired of making black characters in iClone that can either only be bald or wear an afro. Because those are like the or cornrows. Those are like the only options they have. Now they came out with with a new hair pack, and that hair pack is like 90%. Okay, let's give them 85% hairstyles that I can't physically see black people wearing. You know. They only got two type of hairstyles for black people, and it's an afro with morphs and a buzz cut. That's all. That's all they gave us this pack. Last pack before this, they barely gave us anything but one hairstyle for a black person. You know, this time they upped the ante with an extra one, so we got two out of a whole hair pack. Whole hair pack. They give us two hairstyles. You know, now Dash is no better, but Dash is getting better. Matter of fact, I think right now Dash 3D is like the best place to go for Asian people, black people, Latinos, all type of characters they have there, because they've actually learned from the past. And I think since the Genesis 2 characters have improved upon making various different kinds of people, you know, even in people shapes, they got really nice people shapes over there. Fat people, all types of different forms of fat people, all different types of skinny people, all different types of muscular people, pudgy people. I mean, they have that in Dash. That's why Dash is such more the superior product when it comes to character creation, because you can make the character that you want inside of Dash. You can't do that with what Reallusion offers with Character Creator Iclone. You have to bring that stuff into Character Creator Iclone. This character right here that I made right here, I made her in Dash, and then brought her over into Iclone Character Creator to make some adjustments to her skin tone and stuff like that. But it's still, you know, still Dash morphs, you know, on CC3 character. I'm supposed to be working on hairstyles. You can't really expect someone else to fully represent you. I wish Dash animations were good. Lady Spinks. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to sit back and say, should I continue using it? Now, besides all the ethnic stuff and the animation and stuff inside Dash, they want you to pay $500 for a program you may be able to maybe actually able to animate in. And they've been saying this since 6. They're going to improve the animation. They're going to improve this. Well, they haven't addressed the fact. I mean, they haven't addressed the foot slide issue. Foot slide issue was the biggest issue for me since 5. You know, the reason why, you know, I say I'll use iClone for this, and that, but as for actually making animation inside of iClone, I can somewhat, as long as it involve walking, you know. So I've done that for years. You know, use Motion Builder for years to actually take motions out of iClone and take them over to Motion Builder to fix the foot slide. Something I should be able to fix over here in this program. Now, I have done it. You know, I have fixed foot slide over here, but the process to do it was just hard as fuck. You know, just hard as fuck. And I'm to the point to where, you know, I say, well, maybe by 7 they'll fix this. Didn't happen in 7. Maybe by 8, you know, they'll have it fixed. So 8 already come out, and they fixed it. But then again, you know, just like with iClone 7, I think I'm going to wait before I get it. You know, I'll wait until I see how everybody else is using it, because I don't think they fixed the foot slide. Even though they got the little helper things and all this other shit going on with it, I don't think they fixed it. I think they, I don't know. I don't really think the gadget that they made for that is going to fix foot slide. I don't think it's going to fix it. You know, so they're showing you all this stuff. That, oh, we've done this, we've done that. But, you know, I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure. You know, now Character Creator, I will be getting Character Creator, because Character Creator, I can actually use that with Dash and bring characters from Character Creator, Dash, and bring them over into Blender or what's the other program, or Unreal Engine. You know, that's a good pipeline right there. You know, there's no reason for me to actually go over to iClone to use, other than the facial animation aspect, but I can use 7 for that, you know. Unless I forgot, they do have the improved Character Creator for characters with all the new stuff that's gonna come with them. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But I think the way things are, if you just have Character Creator, Unreal Engine 5, and or use Blender or Omniverse, you probably won't need iClone 8. You know, most of all because I think like Ben Tuttle said the other day, you know, you can, instead of spending money over there in the content store, you can go right over here to Unreal Engine and get a bunch of the stuff, get better quality stuff out there free content, and make movies and stuff with it than you could with iClone, you know. And some of the stuff he says is kind of true. Oh, you used it too? Yeah. You won't be able to use it again. They only let you use it once. They'll never let you use it again. I tried. I tried. 0.45. And I just seen a ghost online. You did? But I don't know, folks. I mean, it's coming down to the point, you know. I'm doing experiments inside of Blender with iClone characters and with the auto rig and stuff like that. I've been watching Markham 3D stuff, and he uses iClone for like motion capture and stuff like that. He uses the perception neuron suit, and I'm like, well, you know, he's making stuff like, I mean, I was like, if I was him, I would just stop using iClone and use Motion Builder for Perception Neuron. I've used Perception Neuron with Motion Builder, and it works great. You know, once again, the reason why I don't use my Perception Neuron with iClone is because of the staunch $500 that they want me to give them to use this program. Now with there's other programs. There's other programs out there that you can use the perception neuron with. And plus, that perception neuron, you can actually export the stuff out as a BBH and bring it into other programs and stuff. But once again, the BBH file format is it's getting obsolete or whatever, you know. But I don't know, folks. It depends on what y'all think. But I think I'm gonna get iClone 8, and iClone 8 just may be the last iClone I get, you know. And it's only because of the money I've put into iClone over the past year. I probably won't be putting that much money into iClone content this year because I think I'll be going back to DAS and spending more money on DAS content and then bringing it into Character Creator to make my characters. Unless they come out with some new stuff for Skin Gen. And, you know, if it has anything to do with character creation on Reallusion part, I think I'll buy that. But as for clothing and props and vehicles, I'm not going to buy them with vehicles from them because of I thought I was doing a great thing by buying vehicles from them. I bought the motorcycle. The motorcycle does not work the way that it was advertised. The vehicles and the animations for the vehicles, it's not what it's cracked up to be because they will not sell you, nor will they even put the Python script for the characters to work with the vehicles out. So if you do buy the vehicles, you do buy a character, and you don't buy the whole packs, you're just lucked out, you know. And I was like, that's stupid. I was like, so what the hell's ActiCore for? I mean, why are you even selling stuff in ActiCore? Just put the shit in the marketplace and tell people this is the only place you can get it. Because we're not going to say to sell you the Python script, or we're not going to give you the Python script unless you buy a whole pack, which is ridiculous. I mean, this is a product that you're selling and you're handicapping your product. What's the use of me buying something from your store and then I'm handicapped to use it and I have to waste time? I mean, it's supposed to be like, oh, well, iClone is plug and play. You just plug it in, bring your characters, bring your vehicles, and I can't do that because I have to do extra work to make your animations work with the crap that I just bought out your store. Jada the Ghost. You still in there? I can still return the vehicles. I mean, I can still, but then again, I'm using them. I mean, I can still use the vehicles. You know, my whole intent was to use the vehicles, and then but the next intent was to buy the animations. You know, to use me. You're right. I should just return the shit. You know, I should just return the stuff, everything I bought for them, and just return it. You know, and because it's stupid that they have a actor core. They have the actor core, which is a great idea. But then, in order to use some of the motions in Actor-Core, you have to buy a whole pack of animations. So what's the use of selling the animations if in order to use the actual product these animations are for, you gotta buy a whole pack of stuff that I probably won't ever use. I'm never going to use the buggy or all the apocalyptic vehicles that they got now. I'll probably never use those. I mean, they should just stop acting silly, sell the Python script, and be done with it. You know, they're not going to do it. You have to buy the packs from them. You know, it's crazy. And that's one of the things I got mad about. And then I heard what Ben was talking about the other day. I was like, yeah, no, Ben got a point. You know, Ben got a point. You know, he got a... So go watch his video. 43 something, 4... I forget the name of this. I'll get the link for it. But yeah, listen to him. You know, it's like Unreal Engine gives out more free content. Even Unity gives out a ton of free content than Reallusion does. If you look at the free content that Reallusion gives out, it's only content made by other users that they give out for free. You know, unless you buy iClone and you get the content that comes with iClone. You know, but that content's not free unless you buy iClone. So I don't get it. You know, I mean, I spent well over $200 some odd to buy vehicles and motions for the vehicles and shit like that. You know, maybe close to 300. I don't know. I gotta go back and look at what I did. And then when you try to bring this up to them, like, listen, I just went to your actor core and bought all these motions separate because I'm working on a project and I'd like to have the Python script. They won't give it to me. They said go out and buy the pack. I said, okay, right. Nope. I haven't heard nothing from him. But I did renew my my restraining order. So whenever they get around, whenever my case comes up, I'll let you guys know. Whenever my case comes up. So my case hasn't come up yet, so I mean, just like last time, you know, they gotta look this shit and see. I'll look through all the evidence and all that stuff. But then again, I live in a county which has a lot of stuff going on right now, and my shit ain't a big priority because I'm not dead. You know, I'm not dead, been shot, or been kidnapped, or a homicide. And so if nobody's in immediate threat, danger, whatever, I'm just gonna have to wait until my case comes up. When it does, it does. If they accept it, they accept it. You know, but I know what the law is, so we'll see. But anyway, folks. Anyway, that's the main thing. You know, that's the main thing. I've learned a lot over the last couple of months. Believe me, a lot. And one of the things is like, why am I still using iClone? You know, what am I getting out of iClone? And I'm not getting, my return from iClone isn't that much anymore. You know, I'm not getting a return on what I give into Reallusion. And Reallusion is not, you know, coming up with better ways to help the people who are using their stuff to create stuff with. You know, I'm not angry or mad. I'm just like disappointed. You know, especially if we go back about the whole situation. About Python script. script. I spend money to get source instead of binaries. Yeah. That's something I'm gonna probably have to think about. I really have to think about it, folks. Over the next couple of days, couple of weeks, until iClone comes out, will this be the last iClone I buy? And it definitely goes into the whole thing about, the way they did us from 6 to 7, and how they like stopgapped a lot of stuff and had us, paying for every little add-on that they came up with, things like the curve editor, things like with the curve editor. What's the other thing they had us pay more money for? The curve editor. It was one other thing that I bought for them. I can't remember what it was, but it was something expensive. Oh, the popcorn effects. I mean, I use popcorn effects on this. I mean, this is about as useful as popcorn effects is right here. That's it. I mean, if you got a torch in your hand, that's about it. I mean, that's about as good as popcorn effects is going to get for you, because they're not going to make any more effects with popcorn. We asked them. I keep on asking, like, when are you going to make some more effects with popcorn? The render, good. The render engine. Why haven't they improved the render engine? Now, the thing is, they sat back here and gave us the, what the fuck name was it? They gave us the fucking PBR, right? PBR, and they didn't even improve the fucking render engine. Okay, so it is a curve editor is finally gonna come standard in iClone 8. That's great. IRA. Yes, the IRA renderer. They're charging us for IRA. My question is, how is DAS able to get IRA renderer into DAS 3D, and you get the IRA renderer for free in DAS, but Reallusion wants you to pay extra $70 for it? I don't get it. You got a program that's way less superior than iClone, giving you free access to an IRA renderer, but Reallusion wants you to pay $70 for an iClone renderer. Right after I spent my money on the Indigo renderer, which was a good renderer, and I still use it sometimes. I went out and bought it, and instead of listening to people who actually use the IRA renderer, they listened to people who complained about the IRA renderer, right? When the IRA renderer came out, everybody complained. I mean, the idiots who only use iClone to make dance videos were up for complaining about the iRender. I didn't complain about the iRender. I loved it. It worked pretty good. I just wish they had more options for it, as for making the skin tones look better and shit like that, But nope. They listen to all the idiots in the forum board talk about, oh, it's impossible to use. I can't use it. Diddy speaks, I don't use it. It just sits on my toolbar. Yeah, it's gonna sit there because it's unless you got a good machine, a really good machine to make those renders. Especially a lot of us are gonna use IRA to do animated renders. I mean, IRA render for me right now is only good to make photos with. And that was the thing that I bought up, in a live stream. I guess a video they were making, a live stream they made about a year ago. It had this guy called Stuck on 3D in it, and he was going on about how great the IRA render is, and I started talking. I got in that live stream, and I started talking, and they banned me. They banned me because I was talking the truth. I was like, why the fuck are y'all charging us for this when DAS is giving it to us for free? Most of us are using DAS characters inside of iClone Character Creator, and you're gonna charge us $70 to import characters that we can have rendered in DAS with IRA for free to make us pay for it over in iClone. Why would I want to use your transformer tool to bring a Dash character over into iClone to use the iRay renderer when I have a character in Dash where I can use iRay for free. Makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. That character is gonna look the same way. But then I've been hearing people who's like, yeah, I got the iRay render and I rendered out my character in iRay. It looks nothing like the Dash iRay render, because when you render, this guy showed me some renders, and the renders look dark and muddy. I'm like, damn. It's like, maybe you need some lighting or something like that. But I went to Dash and rendered out a character with no lighting whatsoever, and it looked great. You go do it in iClone, it looks horrible. You know, I'm like, damn. So I went back and used Indigo and opened up iClone, and I made some really nice renders with Indigo. So why did they stop supporting the Indigo? They should have kept on supporting Indigo. Indigo was a good program. It's just too bad that a lot of the idiots over there in the forum board didn't know how to use it. You know, I don't get it. I mean, a lot of us have made use of the Indigo renderer, you know, and so now, you know, it's obsolete. You know, they took it out the realm of Peach Brother. Alright, one gun, I missed the start of the conversation, but you mentioned the Ben Tuttle link. Yeah, Ben did a video last night. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Well, Ben takes his videos down now after he makes them, so I don't know if the video's still there or not, but I can definitely check for you, Peaches. I think it was a rant he was doing. I think it was a rant he did. Now it's gone. It's gone. But he left this one in its place. He left this video in its place, so you can check this one out. I'm just to the point to where I think I'm working too hard in a program that's not giving me what I'm putting in, right? I put a lot of time, hours, effort into using the iClone to make films just so I can have like something like this, you know, just so I can have something like this, and then be limited to things to make it look better, you know. I want this to look better. I mean, I want some really good lighting. I want some stuff to make this pop, you know. And I don't want to have to use another program to make this pop. I should be able to come in iClone and do everything inside of iClone, but that's not true. You know, I should be able to make my renders, export them out to After Effects, do all my work in After Effects, Post Effects, and stuff like that. But I shouldn't have to like use another program just so this chick can hold a torch in her hand. You know, and I had to go to Motion Builder. I mean, when I first animated her, I think it's the other scene. Like when she walked, she would like skip. She would skip a beat. Like I don't know if she does it in here. I don't see it, but I would animate the character every time she walks. She'll skip, walk, skip, walk, skip, and then these are like noticeable things because you can't fool the human mind into not seeing this shit. The human mind is gonna see this and pick up on it. So I'm like, well, I gotta smooth her walking out, and I stayed in iClone for like maybe an hour, and I just said, you know what, fuck it. You know, I took it over to Motion Builder, was able to do that shit quickly, you know, and efficiently and cleanly, and bring it right back over here, put it in the program, and it was like so why come I can't do this in iClone? The reason why I can't do it in iClone is iClone's not thinking about what the animator wants. It's thinking about what the people who complain want. They listen to the people who complain versus the people who actually use this thing to animate with. You know, they think that the people like me who actually use this program to do animation with, you know, our feedback is not valuable. You know, they don't consider anything I have to say valuable. But that idiot who's making dance videos and wants his PBR or whatever the fuck, which won't help his video look any better. You know, I want iRay. You know, then doesn't have a computer that can render out the animation in iRay, but they want iRay. They'll focus more on that bullshit than actually making better tools for their animation. Now, iClone 8's coming out, and they want more money for it, And they claiming that they're going to have better animation tools. I'll put it to you this way. If you want better animation tools, you're going to have to use a program that has the animation tools. Not a program that says they're going to have better animation tools, but the programs that already have it, and the programs that are proven to have the correct animation tools for you to use so you can make your stuff. You're welcome, Peaches. Alright, Johnny Cat, I'll see you later, man. You know, I'm tired. I mean, I really am tired. I'm tired of having to... I mean, that's why I've been looking at Blender. And I'm tired of paying money to Autodesk. I'm tired of paying money to Adobe. I'm tired of paying extra money for shit that, you know, why am I still using this if there's something else out here where I can just buy once and use it for a few years so I have to upgrade to something else? I'm getting tired of it. One of the things I'm getting tired of is the shenanigans of dealing with not only Reallusion, but the Reallusion forum board and the stupid shit, you know, that you can never get answers to, you know. If anybody's been watching this channel, you know the stupid shit. You know about the stupid shit that goes on, you know. I ain't got nothing against Reallusion, the company. I just got something against some of the decision making that goes on there about what people want versus what people need. You know, I'm tired of being in the category of what I need to keep using this program. Because they haven't met not one of my needs. Even after the game came out with the curve editor, I used it. I was like, you need to improve upon this curve editor. I want to be able to control my morphs inside the curve editor. I want to be doing this, doing that, you know. And once again, it goes unheard. They put other shit in there, you know. I don't know how they tested iClone this time around. Really don't know. Actor Core is a good idea, but if you're giving people different stuff in Actor Core versus the marketplace, well then there's no sense of sitting back and going between Actor Core and iClone to get shit. I mean, it makes no sense. If they're going to limit you to content that's specific for packs of animation, you know, and they only give you these Python scripts to help you out with your animation if you buy a whole pack. You know, it's to me, it's not worth it. A lot of us are on budget, so a lot of us don't have time to play around. You know, get the Python script, put it out for people to buy, and let's go on about our business. You know, they've had enough with the so-called export price and content price. They had enough of that, so they got rid of the content price, which was basically a discount, and just said we're going straight export. So now you're forced to pay more for bullshit that you could have got like the discount on. But everybody was so, I mean, the idiots over the phone board, I'm telling you this, they're tracing this twice, blah, blah. I mean, it's stupid. They should have said, explain it the way I explained it. The content price is the discount you get from the full export price. Now, if you want to play it if you want to export, you just pay the extra. But they don't. But you know, they gave in. You know, and like Ben said, why do you think Movie Storm and Movies ain't around no more? Because of bullshit like that. You know, which makes me think is if iClone, there's one of two things are gonna happen to iClone. You know, Reallusion in the future. They're gonna get bought. They're setting themselves to get bought out by somebody. I'm being honest. The company is setting itself up in a way that it's gonna get bought out by somebody. All right, whether it's Adobe, Microsoft, or hopefully it would be Epic. I'm praying it'd be if Epic buys iClone, if Epic buys Reallusion. You know, well, they might not even buy Reallusion. They'll probably just buy iClone the same way Smith Micro sold Poser off to Renderosity. You know, I think if they just got iClone and just sold it off iClone, I think to somebody like Epic Games, I think it'd be a great thing to do. You know, they'll probably actually make it so that you know, they'll listen to community, you know. I do believe they'll listen to the community. And not be selective about what the community says, because you have community of people who are very creative and want to make stuff, in iClone. And all we ask for is a few simple things. Better animation tools, better render tool. That's all we want. We want to be able to make our animations and render them out and have something nice, to show people, instead of having to buy all these plugins, plugin for this, plugin for that. Plugins that you're most likely going to give out free when the next rendition of the program comes out. They've made so much shit for iClone 7, and because I look back on the price of iClone 6, and from 6 going to 7 was like $129. $300 if you wanted to buy the full pro price of it. But then again, you had 3D Exchange, which was an additional $500. iClone's never been cheap, so to speak. iClone's have been cheap, and I think from here on out, after 8, iClones will get more expensive. Guarantee you, folks, it's going to get more expensive, and it's going to get to a point to where they're going to go. The future iClone looks like they're going to probably go to a subscription base. That's what I'm thinking. They're going to go subscription base, because a program can only go so far till it gets to a point to where not everybody can afford it, until where they're going to have to be forced to go to a subscription base so everybody can go and afford it again. And I think that's the way they're going to go. They're going to go subscription based. As soon as this program gets around the $1,000 mark, like ZBrush, Clip Paint Studio, as soon as it gets that $1,000 mark, guarantee you this program is going to be subscription based. So enjoy it while you can, folks. And if you don't believe me, go and check out ZBrush. ZBrush was just bought out by Maxon. Maxon is making people's life over there using ZBrush harder. And it's a shame. It's a shame, It's just something about once a program reaches $1,000, it becomes a subscription base. Look what happened to Painter, Substance Painter. Look what happened to them. Adobe bought them out, and now we gotta look for something else to use, because who wants to pay and constantly pay Adobe fucking $50 a month just to use Substance Painter? It's gonna happen, folks. I'm just saying. That's why I keep on telling people. That's why I keep on telling people. This is what I keep saying, folks. Start looking at Blender. Start looking at Unreal Engine 5. Start looking at these programs. Learn them. I'm not finished learning Unreal Engine, but something tells me when I get Character Creator, when I get the next version of Character Creator, I think I will be using that program more, along with Blender. I haven't decided Blender or Unreal Engine. That's the only two I haven't decided on yet. What's up, Rand? Yes, you are late. You're late for class, man. Go and stand in the corner. I guarantee you, folks. I mean, this rant that I'm on this morning is probably one of the biggest rants I've had that isn't about a certain person in a long time. I stopped getting up. I mean, I'm still using Substance Painter 2018. All right. I'm never ever going to upgrade or pay subscription for something I have a perpetual license for. I'm thinking about 3D Coat. Matter of fact, folks, 3D Coat has a texture painting program for 3D models out. I think I put a link for it in the Reallusion COntent Animated Showcase, which is, I'll probably be changing the name to that group soon. But yeah, they put out something that's like sort of kind of like the way you use Substance. It's nice, and once you buy it, you own it, and you get updates. Yeah, I know this guy named Ziggy told me about 3D Code a long time ago, and I wasn't really into 3D Code. I wasn't really into any 3D programs really, because only 3D program I was using at the time was Blender. I've been using Blender for like a long time. I did have to use Maya and Max for a minute. I did use Maya and Max for a minute because it was only for school. And once I left school, I left Maya and Max alone. You know, because I felt like I didn't need them because I couldn't afford them. Only thing I kept was Motion Builder, because Motion Builder is like the best program out the whole Autodesk family that I see feasibility in, because it actually helps you as an animator. The other programs, Maya and Max, they're once again overpriced garbage, overpriced shit that you don't have to pay. You shouldn't have to pay for. I mean, why are you all still charging thousands and thousands of dollars? I mean, you make your program so untouchable. I mean, so unattainable. Even at $200 a month. $200 a month just use your program. I mean, that's insane. And I don't know. It's like the tools that we need to express ourselves and become creative are being overpriced for no apparent reason. How can I be an animator? How can I be an animator if all my tools cost me so much that I can't animate? I can't make nothing. How can I be an artist or creator if I have to keep on paying to be creative? They're charging us. They're charging us to be creative, folks. They're taking it out of our hides. But that's okay, because I know as artists we're innovative. We'll find ways to get around it. We'll find ways to express ourselves, even if the tools that we had aren't there no more. Yeah, it's sad. It is sad. I wish iClone would listen to the people who actually use the program to animate with, and not the people over there that complain. I think you can get more benefit of actually listening to people who actually use the program to actually make content versus the people who really don't make content, who sit back and complain why they can't make their sliding character stop sliding for their dance video or whatever. When I first started using iClone, the one thing that plagued iClone when I first started using it a long time ago, everybody made a dance video. It was a rite of passage. I mean, it's like, and the people who made the worst dance videos were the biggest complainers I've ever seen in my life. And it wasn't until I met people like Mark Pleasant, Tom Jantle, Warlord, and a whole bunch of you guys that I actually learned from videos, tutorials, and stuff like that, where I found out there's more to iClone than just dance videos, and you've taught me to shy away from the vices that people who use iClone tend to do, Yeah, you gotta make a dance video. I said I'll make a music video. I'm not gonna make a fucking dance video. I'll probably make a video. Maybe you see a person dancing in it, but you won't see me do a full-fledged foot sliding music video. Now, in order to make a Reallusion music video, you got to just use. You can only use the dance motions that come with iClone. You can only use one camera, and your character has to foot slide through the whole dance sequence. So that's your rite of passage for iClone users, and that happens for years. I almost didn't buy iClone because of the dance videos I saw. I don't blame you, Peaches. Me too. Me too. And it was some people doing some serious stuff with iClone, but it seems like those people weren't showcased enough. I had to go when I was in every time I buy something I always investigate, right? So back 2015 I had to look at iClone stuff, like iClone videos, iClone animations, and all the stuff was like piss poor stuff, right? Because I heard iClone was getting better, and I was tired of using Dash and Poser. I was tired of using. I'll be honest. I was tired of using Dash and Poser. So what I did is I said, okay, let's go ahead. Let's make that jump to iClone. But before I do it, I'm going to check it out. So I went there and I started typing in iClone moves. Now I saw some people who did some really nice stuff in iClone. I ran across a bunch of good artists. One of the guys, his name was Artface. He won a dance video. And he won some dance video in iClone, right? I forgot what his name was, but he won a dance video in iClone. They had a contest. He won the dance video. All right. So, but besides that one dance video that he won the contest for, I went and actually looked at his actual work he's done in iClone, and he done some really good stuff. He did this cool ass music video. It didn't have no dancing in it. It was just a story about a guy saving this girl from these aliens, and the music played through, and it was a nice piece of work. Some of the camera work and some of the cinematography that was going on in that video was magnificent. It was great, and he did it all in iClone 5. I was like, wow. I'm like, this is awesome. He did a lot of video. He had a lot of great work, and all of a sudden he just stopped doing it and went to making stuff with Samsung Galaxy and stuff like that. Now he just recently did. I've been keeping tabs on this guy for like 5 years now, waiting for him to do something in 3D again. He just did something in 3D, and it looked great. It looked good, And he used, once again, he went back to iClone. He used iClone shit, So I don't know if he's been using iClone all this time and hasn't been showing none of his work, or he just got back into iClone and did something with it. I don't know, but he's done some stuff recently, which very good, very entertaining stuff, So Artface, man, glad you came back, but I hope you stay this time, But then he's one of the guys that inspired me to get iClone. What really got me to get iClone back in 2015 was a video that Kaya Denev did of him taking a Genesis character and putting voice animation on it. And the way he did it, and when she talked, she looked real. I couldn't get that in Daz or Poser. For all the years I've been working in Daz and Poser, I was never able to get that type of realism in either. I couldn't get it. I wasn't able to get it. So right there, that's when I said I'm going to get iClone. I went out and hustled. Actually, I didn't hustle. I was in school. I just got my school money. Already had a laptop, a computer, and the money I got was to get a laptop. I just bought a laptop with my own money, and I got money. The school automatically gives you money, so when you go apply for school, they give you money, and they said use the money to get a laptop. I already had just bought a brand new one, to do a video editing on, So I said, well, hell, I got extra money. I'm going to buy iClone. So I used that money, bought iClone, put it on my big desktop and on my laptop. No, it was only on my desktop. My bad. It was never on my laptop. My laptop was for my schoolwork and stuff. So I used iClone 5, got my characters to talk, did all this cool shit, and then that was history, iClone was a big boost to me getting into the world of animation, because I was already in school. I was learning 3D animation. I was learning 2D animation and 3D animation, film, along with filmmaking, editing, and all this other shit. I was learning all this shit, and I used everything I learned from school and applied it to iClone, which was able to aid me into actually winning that contest back in 2015. You know, long story there, but just to make it short, I won the contest. All right, so Iclone needs to get back to their old saying, to this is a filmmaking machine. And that's what they really need to do. They need to encourage more people to make more films using Iclone instead of having to tell people like, oh, you can take it out here, you can take it out there. No, encourage people to do more inside of Iclone than bullshit. You know, I try to. That's why. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this whole project inside of Iclone, to show people you can still use Iclone to make cool shit with. You just gotta apply yourself. You know, you gotta really apply yourself. You know, Iclone is more than throwing a camera and some dance moves on the character and then uploading up to YouTube. It's like, hey y'all, check what I did. Don't I need praise for it? No, you don't. Because you're doing something that somebody else just did not too long ago. We need thinking Iclone content creators to make content not to showcase but inspire others to do better than what they did. That's my goal. That's what I've always set out to do. I want people to make better shit than me. Because when you get people making better shit than you, that means people are getting more serious about the stuff they're creating. They're putting more thought into what they're doing versus just doing it because they can. When you push people to make better stuff with your program, well then your program goes up. I mean, the whole stock in your program goes up. More people are going to buy it because they want to do the same thing. But it makes no sense to sit back and make content for your program, and the content, you know, just going to your content store and buying a pack of clothes, some character morphs, vehicles, and some animation is about the same price you would have to pay for the fucking program itself. You know, why are you doing this? Why? When I can go to Unreal, get free characters, get free animations, and get even more shit. And on top of that, they give out like hundreds and $100 of free shit on a daily. So why should I? Oh yeah, Dash does too. So why should I continue with this whole thing saying, you know, oh, Iclone's the best program in the world? I know I've never said that. I never said I was the greatest artist who ever used Iclone. But I will tell you, I am an artist that uses Iclone, and I wish the program would get better. And I wish the people who create and make Reallusion will actually start listening to some of the people who use their program to create content, who actually use it to do more than dance videos. I'm making a whole music video, not because I'm going to benefit from it, but I'm doing this in Iclone to show people you can pull some stuff off in Iclone, but you got to be thoughtful. You know, I mean, I think that's my whole thing. You just got to think about what you're going to do. You know, my thing is to inspire people to use Iclone as a movie making machine. If you go back, I don't know if I'll be able to find it. There it is. Remember this, Iclone? Remember this back when you were selling Iclone to people who make machinima, which was a great idea? When you were Iclone, the 3D movie making machine. Remember those days, Iclone? Remember that day, Reallusion? Remember that? Remember this video? Remember the cool days? You know, remember them days where you did videos like this and you show people how easy it was to make animations in iClone? Remember them days, Reallusion, where anybody could be an animator? Look at that. Video game graphics, making machinima. Remember them days? But it's like you forgot all the stuff. You forgot the whole foundation of where you were doing with iClone back then. Drag, drop, and edit. Those words are not ever used again with iClone or Reallusion. Reallusion is all about what you can do and what you can take someplace else and do better after you use their stuff. Look at that. Look how quick he's setting this whole scene up. Put a wine bottle up there. Carpet. It was so inspiring. It was the great days of iClone, you know. Animated textures. I mean, this could still be iClone's future. It's just the fact that they walked away from actually the movie making aspect. They want you to come in our program, make this shit and take it off the Omniverse, or take it over here, take it over there, render it out. That's nice. That's pretty cool. Oh god, them awful models. Yeah, I think that's where they had really bad models back then. But the animations were on point. The animations were pretty good back then, but it just, you know, and like I said, they had a lot of people back then who actually used this program to make some really nice, cool stuff. You know, depth of field, all that cool shit. You know, incredible upgrade. Can't wait to begin creating new cool things. 13 years ago. 13 years ago, there were iClone, the 3D movie machine. What are they now? I'm the king of iClone dance. I'm the king of iClone dancing videos. Don't challenge. 4413 Media. How's it going? I'm just going through a tough time with iClone right now. You know, is iClone still the 3D movie making machine, or is it the 3D program that's going to just gouge you for more money? What is iClone? Can we get back to the roots, Reallusion? Can we just go back to them good old days where everybody inspired everybody, where you made videos talking about how good of a program you were, that everybody should buy our low-cost program to make their films in machinima? Remember them words? Machinima? iClone and machinima went together like peanut butter and jelly back then. Remember that? We need to bring this back, folks. We need to bring back the 3D movie machine. When you go to the forum board, make a post saying we want the 3D movie machine, not this bullshit we got today. We want the 3D movie machine. We want iClone to go back to what it was, not what it is. We don't want to appease other people or other companies. We want a decent renderer. We want decent lighting. We want better lighting. We want better animation tools. We want our machinima. That's what we want, folks. We want our iClone machinima. Well, folks, I've had a nice, interesting talk with you guys today. of the King of Iclone dance videos. By the way, Benjamin Tuttle is now officially the new King of Iclone, by the way, folks. I've been wanting to tell you guys that when I went to the hospital and things weren't looking too good, I told Ben, actually I knighted Ben. I said, Ben, you're now the new King of Iclone. We kept it hush all this time, but Benjamin Tuttle is the new King of Iclone. You know, I had two people. We had Jada Prather and we had Ben Tuttle. And Ben Tuttle won. He got into the arena with Jada Prime, and he killed him, and now he becomes the King of Iclone. So, Benjamin Tuttle is the new King of Iclone. I will be taking down. When I post videos, I will not be putting King of Iclone on none of my videos from here on out because now the secret is out. Benjamin Tuttle has been the Shadow King of the Shadow King of Iclone. Really? Want me to answer that for you, Peaches? It's a great, yeah. Ben is great. Yeah, Ben. See, Ben has been straggling the fence, as I would say. He wants to. I told Ben he's got to make a choice. You know, he's got to become the King of Iclone because I'm no longer the King of Iclone. You know, Benjamin Tuttle is the King of Iclone. He's been the King of Iclone for months now. He's never said nothing about it, and I don't understand why. You know, so I just been. I'm the former king, and now Benjamin Tuttle is the new king. I'm not gonna put King of Iclone on my videos no more. It's no longer needed. You know, if I was you, Peaches, I would tell them. The reason why is because let me put this out. Why would you make a hair pack and only have 2 black hairstyles in it? That's what I would tell them. I would exactly tell them that. It's like, why would you say make videos about having a brand new hair pack out, brand new hair pack, or better yet, a brand new morph pack with new characters, and there's either no black characters, 1 black character. And you come up with a pack of hair that only has 2 hairstyles. Both of them are for men. Nothing for women. No braids, no cornrows, no baby hair, nothing. That's what I would say. What makes you think I want to sit back and go to your store and buy anything in there when you're not making the stuff that I want to buy? That's the problem, Iclone. You're not making the stuff I want to buy. Besides motions and the occasional morph, because all my morphs, all the shit that I make, comes from Das. Das is making and has been making wonderful black characters for like the longest. Ever since the Genesis 2 characters came out, they've been going strong making African American characters, Asian characters, even Indian people. Exactly. You want to know why I haven't bought nothing from you? Why aren't you making stuff that I can buy? You know, that's all to it. Why do I have to go outside to buy stuff that you all just won't make? How can you sit back and say we're making a hair pack and you only put like 2 black people's hairstyles in it? Just 2. They made like 12 different hairstyles, but only 2 of them are specific for black folks. 2 of them. So you tell me, Reallusion, why haven't I bought nothing in a while? There's a whole bunch of artists out here who specialize in making this shit. Why haven't you approached them? Why haven't you as a company approached some of these people like you approach people about, other things? But you won't approach the people who's making this stuff and say, could you come to our store and make stuff for our store? It ain't that hard to go over to fucking find some Das people over there and asked them to make content for you. You did it with that one, the S-Made person. You did it with them. They came over. There are a bunch of people like S-Made who makes high quality content that you could actually bring over here and will be happy to come to this marketplace, because if their shit's selling over there at DAS, it's definitely going to sell over here. You know. And as for saying, well, you can go to the forum board and post, man, you can go to the forum board all day and post what the fuck you want to post. They're not going to listen. They're not. You know. So once again, they bring out another hair pack. And out of all the hair, we get two ethnic hairs out of it. You know, I'm not saying this is a racist thing. I'm not trying to put racism, but I'm just saying this is all about being aloof. That's true. You know, you need to spouse all this stuff off to Reallusion next time they ask you why come you haven't bought shit in a long time. You know, yeah, that's what I definitely would do, Peaches. I would definitely do that. You know, they do make. I mean, I think the actor core characters have more black people in it than the actual morphs in the story. You know. But I'm tired of actually making black characters inside of Iclone, and all my characters. Most of my characters are bald black men. I can fake it with the women and their hairstyles, black women hairstyles. I can just use, you know, straight hair, whatever. I can use the actual hair packs in there, you know. But for black men, they really don't have nothing. I can make beards for them. I can't have no decent hair for them. That's the issue I'm having, you know. I'm tired of making the same sort of type of black person or person of color inside of Iclone, and I can't do it. You know, I can do it all day inside of DAS, because DAS are over there doing their thing to make black people make good looking black people. You know, when somebody say, you know, because that's the problem DAS had for a long time. Oh, there is? That's new to me. That's real new to me. That's super new to me. I gotta check that guy out. If you know his name, just put it. If you know his name, put it in the chat. I'm gonna go over to Reallusion and check him out. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. I mean, and it all goes back to what's my future looking like for Iclone. Now, what I mean by what my future is looking for, one or two hairstyles, and that's about it, really. Yeah. What's up, Bill H? What's up, my man? So, yeah, of course he's not part of it. I mean, they should hire the guy. You know, they really should. They really should, man. But my whole problem with Iclone is that they've lost. They've kind of like, I don't know. Maybe they find it more feasible to listen to the complainers than the actual artists. You know, the people who actually use Iclone serious. You know, Jacob Renee, he's a serious animator, man. He's serious. You know, he's a real serious animator. You know, he's done a lot. I mean, so I think some of his earlier work I've looked at. You know, his westerns and a whole bunch of other stuff he's done. You know, and when it comes to making films, that dude doesn't play, man. I mean, he doesn't play. I mean, he makes entertaining shit with Iclone. You know. And I think the first time I ever seen him go out of Iclone is when he did something in Iclone and then went over to Unreal Engine 5, and even that stuff he did was amazing. You know, there are other people who have used Iclone to make some good films. You know, and I don't think Reallusion, you know, besides Benny D and a couple other guys, I don't think Reallusion paid those people any attention. You know. My thoughts on the filmmaking side. Let's be honest. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Let's be honest with Reallusion and ask for some stuff. Let's ask for. I mean, let's ask for soft body physics. Soft body physics to where, like I said, I was talking about this earlier about painting, vertice painting on a character body to make the belly jiggle, to make the boobs jiggle, to make the butts jiggle, to make muscles jiggle and stuff like that. That would be cool. That'd be something nice to have. What Poser has it. I can do that in Poser all day. I can't do it in iClone. So I don't know, folks. I don't know. I mean, you guys' thoughts have really helped me move this conversation, which is good. I'm trying to find something. I'm trying to look for something. Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of. Here's the dance challenge. So, like I said, this is what, more dancey stuff, lip sync animation. Listen to the loyal customers. Exactly. I'm not saying racism either. I'm just saying they should be more aware of what they're making. They really do. They need to be aware of who's using their product. I just think it's just a lack. It's not racism, just a lack of awareness. There's a big difference between a lack of paying attention versus racism. Racism is more intentional, than actually awareness is, and I think that's what's going on at Reallusion when it comes to making some of their content, is that they're not aware of what people need. Even though we have people that go up in their forum board and say, "Hey, we want this, we need this." Okay, you want PBR? Okay, So I'm still tripping off that, folks. I'm sorry. I'm still tripping off the PBR bullshit. The main reason why I switched to Unreal for my main work is basically easier set design, much more powerful cameras and lighting tools. And it's cheaper, as in free! It's the same program that Mandalorian uses it for VFX, VLC, the video player. It's built on and it's free to get. Yeah, so, yeah. Ben Tuttle, he hit it right there. If I go over here to, let me see, Unreal Engine. Solutions, community, marketplace. There we go, marketplace. See, I can go over to the marketplace, folks, right? Come on, go to marketplace. Browse. I can go over to the marketplace and watch this, folks. Watch this. This is their marketplace. That's cool. Oh, that's awesome. I like that. I can hit FREE. Hit that. And look at all the free shit that I can get. Look. Fantasy weapons. Voxel plugin? I don't need that. But they got a whole bunch of stuff. Oh! Check this out. Actor Core sample motions. Why come I don't have this over at iClone? Magic spell, dance. Oh, no wonder. This is a bunch of shit they give away free anyway. This is free shit that comes with iClone anyways. But yeah, look at this. Real-time archery asset pack. Look at all. I mean, you could be a straight up nobody, and get this program for free, and come over here and get all these assets. You know, summer forest. That looks cool. Oh, you gotta pay for it. Like, oh, that looks cool. Oh, you gotta pay for it. Never mind. Let me pass that up. I thought I was in the free section. Could have sworn I was in the free section. What happened to all the free shit? Oh, it's some. Oh, it's mixed in here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here it is, free. Gotta click on free. Okay, like I said, Faceware Live. Look, everybody, Faceware Live link. It's free. You don't have to pay extra for it. I gotta check that out. I heard that's pretty cool. I did download this. This crowd. I'm gonna actually export these out to. I'm gonna get these characters and export them out to iClone. Unreal Sky system is Amy. Amazing. Oh, okay. It's using the best of both worlds. Until iClone introduces a tool like Ultra Dynamic Sky or Brushify, I won't leave Unreal. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get. Oh, here's a live link for Blender too. Amazing. So, like I said, I got my computer sitting here. I've already got it assembled. I know I'm supposed to do a video about it, but I went ahead and assembled it. I will, like, when I cut it on and start using it and stuff, I will do a video of it and show you all how I put it together. But my computer's fully assembled. You know, it's a faster computer, 128 gigabyte, whatever the fuck it is. But it's sitting here right now, and I'm waiting for one more component. That's the hard drive. Once I get the hard drive and the fucking, what else? The hard drive and, oh yeah, Windows Professional. I'm gonna set this thing up, and when I set it up, the first thing I'm downloading is Unreal Engine 5, because my new machine can run on it, can run it fast, you know, run it the way it's supposed to be ran. Look at this, free cars. Look, free cars for your scene. Now, I definitely did get this. I definitely did download this. I got this the other day. But look at this shit. Look at these cars. You'll never be able to get nothing this detailed for free from Reallusion. You'll never be able, Reallusion will never sell you nothing like this. Never in 1,000 years. Just a pack of free shit. You know, just to populate your scenes and stuff. I will be getting this and bringing it over to iClone. That's the thing. Look at this shit. You get a police car. You get a police car. I mean, and they have full interiors. Look, full interiors, and it's free. It's free. Oh, city sample buildings. So, look, they're giving you free buildings. free buildings. Yeah, that anamorphic camera, is that free or do you have to buy that? Look at these buildings. Look at these free buildings. Look at this, free. Well, New York building, that building's from Times Square. I know that building from anywhere. That's that. It was I forgot what it's called. Iron something building. That's from New York. Don't know where that. I've seen this building before too. I don't know. I forgot what it's called. But most of these buildings are from New York. But look, free buildings. Look, they're giving you free buildings to make sets and scenes. Look at all the shit they give you that comes with this stuff. How they made these two buildings with this stuff. Yeah, I figured it was. Look, you can make this building with all these parts. So this is, and it's worth it, folks, because it's free. And you can actually take these models, right? You can take these models once you have them and take them into iClone. You know, or you take them into Blender, wherever you want to take them, and make you a city. iClone should have stuff like this, but they don't. They don't, and it's like against their rules. Oh, check this out. This is free too. Look at this. If y'all don't remember this was the scene from the Matrix thing they did. I do believe this is from the Matrix, that Matrix video they did. Holy shit! It's Todd Fox. They make over $25 million per quarter? Are you serious? What they do with all that money? $25 million, so they're making... Well, they're making over $100 million a year. You know, if they're doing that good, I mean, they're clearing out $100 million a year, over $100 million a year. Yeah, when the mentioned all the content that came with Iclone 7 and was under, yeah, all the stuff that came with Iclone 7 is the exact same shit you got with Iclone 6, with just a couple of things added. Just a few things added. When you got Iclone 6, they gave you a ton of shit, you know, when you got Iclone 6. So what they did is they knew Iclone 6 was a piece of shit, and that's why Iclone 6 had such a short life until they went to Iclone 7. So Iclone 7, they didn't give us nothing new. All they did was just made Iclone 6 better. So Iclone 7 is really Iclone 6, but better. that's what it is. It's just the upgrade. It's just I don't know what to call Iclone 7, but Iclone 6 was just a hard sell. It was just a hard fucking sell. Whoa, man! You need to list that. Send me that link for what you did. Yeah, Iclone Character Creator 3 it came empty compared to Iclone Character Creator 2. Iclone Character Creator 2 came with some cool stuff. Iclone Character Creator 3 came with basically just about nothing. Iclone 7 came with basically just about nothing, you know. Iclone 5 came with a ton of shit. Iclone 6 came with a ton of shit. Iclone 7 came with the same shit you got from Iclone 5 and Iclone 6. Only thing you're getting is the upgraded characters. When they come out with new characters, you get the upgraded characters, you know. That's about it. Yeah, I was planning on the next project. I need to build a city like this. And the only reason why I'm taking that project on is because I have a brand new computer that can handle it. When my God computer gets up and running, you're going to know, folks, some of the shit I'm going to pull off. That must be Ben with the link. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, sir. Look at this. This is all Unreal Engine 5. This is free content. So, get around the learning curve, folks. I went and taught myself, I mean not taught myself, but I went to use Unreal Engine 4, right? To make that fighting animation I made, right? I made the fighting animation. Now I'm ready to go further. And I'm ready to go back into Unreal Engine 5 and do more stuff. You know, I got my head around some of the learning curve. I still got a lot to go on. Sure do. Unreal Engine 5 is putting a lot of people to shame, you know. Oh, this is cool. Free apartment tech props. Look at this shit. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but man, Reallusion needs to step up. Look at this. You get this. Who wouldn't be able? Who wouldn't be able to use this shit? This shit looks fucking awesome. Chairs, tables, all these little knickknacks, cords, all this shit can be used. I can see myself taking this whole thing apart and using it in certain scenes, man. Although some of the the monitor and shit here kind of actually keyboard. What's this, a Dell? This shit is outdated, but hell, you can still use it. I like the light. This lamp here is killing it. Do you get the food? I hope you get that too. Duct tape, tools, soda cans. I hope you get all this stuff with it. All this shit can be used. You can part all this stuff out and use it for different things. I mean, and it's all free. Free. I love tools. I had a scene where this guy was using tools, and actually, yeah, I had a scene where this guy was using tools, and the problem is that I didn't have no tools. I had to make tools, and I had to find tools. You know, I used a tool shop, and I had to find tools for the tool shop. You know, it was hard finding that shit. Like shit you don't think about you're gonna need until you need it. I was like, okay, so you want me to do a scene where a guy is like in this machine shop working on a car. So I had to find an engine. I had to find the car that the engine went into. I had to find the tools that he would use on the machine. I had to research that. It was hard. I mean, that shit was hard. You know, people don't know before you do an animation how much research you have to do to actually get the scene done, to actually make the scene. You know, to actually animate it. People think you like throw some shit around. You know, you can. If people think that you can make an animation based on how someone saw somebody do an Iclone dance video. That's like, you know, all this stuff is separate, so you can use this stuff. I mean, this is like a universal kit of shit that you can use in any scene. You know, this is nice. I mean, this is look. They got magazines, comic books in here, stationery. Headphones. I mean, all this stuff. I'm just thinking about all the scenes that I can use this stuff in, you know? Yeah, that's cool. Oh, just the shaders. When I sent it to Unreal, you gotta adjust the shaders on it, man. Oh, by the way, y'all, 3D Spinks got some really cool tutorials on her YouTube channel. Really good, good stuff. I was looking for tutorials for Simply Cloth, and I happened to run across her stuff for Simply Cloth, and it kind of helped me get around how to use Simply Cloth now. So yeah, go and check her channel out. She got some really good stuff in Blender. I mean, 3D Spinks is pretty talented. She knows more than me. I better stop talking. City street props, freeway props. I bought some freeway props from I still got them. They still worthy of using. But stuff like this is needed. You know, this is the type of stuff that I love. I like to get the obscure stuff. You know, street signs. You know, even stuff like these. See these? Love to have those. I mean, love to have this type of stuff right here. They even got the little barrels right here. They got the little crushed. These are crushed cones right there. Yeah, I mean, I have never seen these. I mean, I've been looking for these directional lights and stuff for car scenes. It says one thing about Unreal that I point out for those who want to learn it. This is nice stuff. See, these things right here, I can't find them. I cannot find them. But it's free. It's free. What? $80 for a pair of flip-flops. You must have really need those flip-flops. You must have really need those flip-flops, man. Ooh, air ducts. Oh yeah. He didn't make the flip-flop sound. No, Reallusion's not gonna sell you the flip-flop sounds. You gotta buy the whole flip-flop pack. You can't buy them individually, so you will get the sound, but you have to buy the whole flip-flop pack though to get the sound. That's cool. A lot of this stuff is like scripts and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of stuff is like majority of stuff is like free scripts and stuff. Unreal Futures, Careers and Fashions. I don't know what this is. This is worth getting. This is worth getting. It's free. They provided the pack for free as a bonus when I bought a previous package, I think. But they didn't provide the export license and they didn't put the individual items for sale. So I had to to buy the whole damn pack just to get those flip-flops. Left and right foot. I believe it. I believe it. After what they did to me in the freaking drive motions, I believe it. I believe they did that. Ben, are you making free online courses over here for Unreal Engine Intro to Virtual Cinematography? Lighting system is completely different, and one harsh truth about iCloners, most can't light. I can't light for shit, I'm not gonna lie. When I get the chance to fake it, I fake it. Like the technical lighting for this. I mean, I know for a fact there's not gonna be no light other than the light that's gonna come through this door and the light she's holding in her hand. So I kind of get away with that. Although I could put some more, I could probably put some emissive lights and stuff in here, on the side of the wall right here and back over here, whatever. I could, but you know, and I could actually, yeah, I think what I got is fine. I should be working on this. This is what I should be working it down. The comfort. Yeah, most icloners don't go past the default lighting. I'd be driving myself crazy trying to make iClone make those rich shadows. Driving myself crazy trying to make iClone. Well, one thing about iClone shadows is what some people don't do. What some people don't do is come over here to the visual and click on this little thing right here and bump up the shadows from 1040 to, from 1024 to 2080 and actually cut. See, what happens is if you don't cut this on, you won't get those good shadows, you know. Now when I went up the resolution and the strength, when I pull those up, I get better shadows, you know. And the reason why I don't do it all the time is because it taxes your video memory over here. You know, so my video memory went up because of me doing that. You know, I'm trying to keep my video memory under 4. Even though I got 8 gigs, I'm trying to keep everything under 4. So that means going to our outfit, reducing the resolution of our outfit, reducing the texture size of our outfit. You know, doing a lot of things, so I can have have my frame rate go up. when you play around with this, you can get better frame rate. You know, when you play around with this and your textures and all the other shit, you get better frame rates. Right now I'm at like 4.59 on real-time playback, but it's better than nothing. I'm like real close to real-time playback, that's why. I mean, real-time full playback here, but yeah. But I only animate this part. I mean, that's all I needed right here. I mean, I'm not. In some cases, I will do long scenes and put everything in a long scene, and sometimes I will just like make a small scene and with a prop, and that'll be all I'll do. You know, if I can show you all, go outside of here real quick. Preview. So for this. I only got a couple of things for this scene right here. I just got this long ass tunnel. I got this little light here to. I gotta change the color of this, by the way. As a matter of fact, not only do I have to change the color for that, I also got to make it bigger. All right, so there you go. So. This is all I got. This is all I got for this. You know, that's quick, simple. I'll be pretty much so, but that Unreal laughs and smacks you in the face. Basically, it isn't Unreal Shadows, right? So let's switch. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Real Trade 2P, Pressure Neuron version 1 of Perception Neuron 2. Here are 2 suits for RTX 3090. Any takers? For one RTX 3090. If that was reversed, I'll take it. Sad to say, I remember some guy who made a music video in Unreal using the live link. It would have been better if he stayed in iClone. I know what video you're talking about, dude. That thing was awful. It looked awful, so awful. It was bad. I remember that shit. It was bad. It was just, oh god, awful bad. You even rant. I mean, sometimes Ben likes to rant. You all don't see the rant that we saw in our Facebook Messenger when Ben was talking about this video. It was bad. It was really bad. It was so bad that Ben had to call all of us in so he could talk about how bad it was. It was bad. It was really bad. Everybody's going on about, oh wow, it's such a great video. It's like, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It's one of the, I think it's one of the earliest videos that was. I mean, I think the video was made before Live Link became free. Because when Live Link came out, it wasn't free. RTX 390s. Oh, Best Buy got RTX 390s. But you gotta pay that 390 price. But you know what? Why buy a 390, man? Go get you a 3080 Ti, man. They're cheap. Cheaper than the 3090. But that the 4000 series is about to come out. You know, I would just fucking wait for the 4000 series, you know. But then again, them 4000 series, you will have to buy for NVIDIA 4000 series GPU. You're gonna have to buy another PSU power unit for it. So not only do you have the power unit that's gonna be inside the computer, you'll have to buy another additional power unit because those buggers are gonna eat up 600 watts. I bullshit you not. The 4000 series are going to eat 600 watts of your PSU. That means anything else in your computer, unless you got something that's like over 1,000, 1,200, 1,600 in your computer, it's not gonna run. It's not gonna run. What it said, he baked the actor in so much light that they were being vaporized. Damn! Video cards are overrated. The increase in performance doesn't justify the price. Exactly. Thank you, Mr. Fox. You're so right about that. So I was looking up some shit today on video cards. The prices have dropped. They're getting closer to MSRP. Did I say that right? I think so. They're getting close, but I would say right now they're anywhere between I think somebody said anywhere between 5 to 15% over MSRP, whatever the fuck it is, whatever the retail price is, manufacturer resale sales price, whatever. And they're still high. You know, you can get a 3060 Ti, 3060, some 3050s. You can get those relatively cheap. You can actually run those in your machine. You can run Iclone on them pretty good. You can even run Unreal Engine 5 on them pretty good. All right. The higher end ones, when you get up to the 3070 Ti's, they're down under the thousands. They're in like the 700 range. But the 3080 Ti's, the 3090s, and whatever else, I think 3090 Ti, those are up there over like 15, somewhere between $1,500 and $2,500 cards. But I do think that the 3090 Ti is no longer at $2,500. I think it's around the low 2000s. So the cards are going to get cheaper, and then on top of that, it's so much stock and inventory out there. And don't forget, there's going to be a big hella sale, because don't forget in July, Ethereum won't need graphics cards to mine no more. So people are kind of holding on to their graphics cards that they have, these mining graphics cards, because they don't think Ethereum is gonna jump over to something else, because everybody's waiting till July for Ethereum to jump over to something else. Therefore, you won't be able to use GPUs to mine for the coin. No, right now you can use GPUs to mine for Ethereum coins, but they said in July it's over. Once that happens, you have thousands and thousands and thousands of video cards, maybe millions of video cards, that are going to hit eBay in the back market. So now, some of these cards are still good, but you got to think about what's going to happen when those people who bought all those high-end cards take those cards out of their rigs and sell them on eBay. If I can get me a high-end older card, like a 3080 or 3090, for like a third of the price of what retail goes for, what do you think I'm going to buy? You think I'm going to go to the store and buy it? No, I'm going to go to eBay and get it. And there's not going to be like one, not two, not three of these cards. There's going to be thousands of these cards out there. The 2070s, 2070 Ti, 2080 Ti's, the AMD cards, all that shit is going to come right back to the market and be sold on eBay for dirt cheap. That's true. If you have CPU, like I said, I upgraded my CPU. Where's my box? I have the best CPU you can get right now. In my new build, I got a Ryzen 9 5950 with a what's the name of that fucking motherboard? With a 570E X570E motherboard. So that's the best thing that's out there right now as far as making content. You know, I just saw somebody who compared their Threadripper to a Ryzen 9, the same one I got, and they said they're getting better performance out their Ryzen 9 than they did out of a Threadripper. I was like, oh my god. Anybody knows what a Threadripper is? It's like the closest thing you get to a server. It's basically it's an in between desktop and server. It's that chip that falls right there in the middle. I realized my 1070 is pointless. Yeah, my 2070 is good for what I need it for. Yeah, 1070 is pointless if you're trying to go to Unreal Engine 5. I still can use my 2070, you know, in my new build, but I'm definitely gonna have to look for a new card coming up, maybe sometime in 2023. By then, Ethereum would have moved on, and it would be believe me, folks, there's gonna be a huge crash when it comes to video cards. It's gonna happen. You know, as soon as you can't mine on Ethereum, all these multi-$1,000, $1,000,000 rigs that have nothing but endless GPUs and shit like that in it, that shit's gonna get sold because they can't make money. How are they gonna make money off of it? They can't mine for it no more, and nobody's gonna mine for the other silly other coins that are out there. You know, Ethereum was the thing, and it's going to jump to someplace else. So they're going to follow the money and sell the shit that they don't use no more, so they can buy the shit so they can continue mining. You know. Yeah, 3090 seems like something you're gonna need, you know. Somebody's lying to you. 970? That's if you're playing games on it. I mean, if you use an Unreal Engine 5 and use a 970, you do nothing but playing Fortnite. Realistically, a well-optimized system with a 1070 should be usable. That is, yeah. But I think he wants the ray tracing. And I don't think he can enable ray tracing on that card. I think that's what he wants. I'm on a 2070 Super. It ran out. The Matrix City demo fine, but takes forever to load. And if I move the camera around, all my USB ports crash, so I lose the mouse and keyboard. Damn. What the Hold on, folks. It's my dad. Hold on. I think I've been on here too long. Hold on, folks. Okay, folks. Yeah, my dad's bringing me over some gumbo today. Yeah. Well, you said you got a 2070 Super. I got an Asus Strix 2070 Super. OC edition, what the fuck it's called. And I haven't had no problems running the Unreal Engine. Only problems with Unreal Engine is because the system that I'm using right now keeps dying on me. You know, and that's not my card's fault. That's just the limits of my computer right now. But my new computer, I actually booted that bitch up the other day, and it runs sweet, man. It's super fast, man. The only thing I have to upgrade is, like I said, the hard drive. I don't want to use an analog hard drive. I want to go to a 2 terabyte M.2 drive, which is going to cost me about $200-300. But that's one of the things I'm waiting on. That's what I want for my system. Believe me, when you get a faster hard drive into your system, your shit, well, it's SSD, not hard drives, SSD in your system, you will know the difference. Your shit will be ultra fast, you know. X Crispin over there at Mocap Online, how fast this shit is. Yeah, I bet you that an M2 was about like around close to $1,000 for it. I would love to have an 8 terabit M.2 drive. I would love to have that, dude. That M.2 is the future, man. My machine, my new machine I made can carry 2 of them, but the one that my buddy built over there can carry like 4 of them. I mean, like, damn, you'll never need a hard drive again. Your computer would be so light. But just getting a system with four 8 terabytes of M.2 SSD, man, you will have, man, you wouldn't have to worry about space ever again. You will be the cloud. Get an afterpay? What's afterpay? You mean get it after you get paid? Or what? I don't know. I'll tell you what, folks. It's Friday. And this was a good discussion I had with you guys. Don't know too much more about doing any more animation for this scene. Because I got her in the tomb. And, but I can't show you, what I'm going to be doing the next couple of... So she's here. So the next part of this is what the hell? I'm trying to get to the trying to find it. Oh, here she is. Here she is. All right. So after that, she's gonna walk down here into this big ass room down here. It's something here. Here we go. All right. So here's what's gonna happen, folks. I really did mean to work on this today. You know, I probably will work on this, but I'll be offline when I work on this. But just for you guys who are kind of curious about what's gonna happen. Oh, layaway. Okay, cool. He'll be waiting for a share. What's 3D Spinks after? So that means you have to share with all. 3D Spinks is after something. It's a cloud service. All right. So. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys what I got planned for this scene, and you're gonna see me working on this. Probably, I probably did already came here and assembled the scene together. You probably just see me putting the animation to it. I think it's faster when I assemble the scene than show you all the animation afterwards. Me assembling the animation for it. But this is what's gonna happen in this scene. After she gets trapped in this little doorway here. All right, she gets trapped. Oh, I need to animate that going all the way to the ground. I thought I did. Well, after she gets stuck in here, she's going to turn back around, come back in here, and then she's going to put this little, it's supposed to be something here. I just only got one piece of it here. She's gonna get this little thing that she has, and she's gonna put it into this little rock here. And what's gonna happen is that the rock is going to move to the side, the floor is gonna open up, and it's gonna be a little tunnel for her to go through, and that's how she makes into the catacombs, where to these little catacomb area, underground place, where she runs into that little creature that you saw running around her and stuff and other things. So we're getting close to the scene that I made earlier, the first scene I made, to where she walks into this little place, and this little thing is running around her, climbing up the walls and shit that she's gonna have to confront after she gets the treasure. So that right there is gonna be like the last part right there to a whole sequence of her getting there. Now it's a whole sequence of her getting out of there and then meeting up and getting surrounded by the guys who are trying to steal a treasure from her. So that's what's gonna happen over the next week as I work on more of this shit. You know, and don't forget, folks, there's gonna be a comic book convention. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Neil Adams passed away? Oh man, that's sad to hear. Last time I had something on layaway, Kmart closed before I finished making the payments. Shit, man. Wow. I hope you lying, man. I hope you lying. That's fucked up. Neil Adams? Neil Adams is one of the greatest comic book artists that ever lived, man. He made Batman. You know, he came in and did wonders for Batman, Superman. I think he worked on the X-Men too, but he was up there with like John Byrne and all them, man. He's a legend, dude. I mean, he was. I only met that guy once in my life back in, I think it was 1999. I met him. Then I met him again in 2000 in San Diego. One thing about the guy, he was very honest. If he looks at your work, he'll tell you if you're gonna make it or not. He'll tell you. You know, I was a kid back then. I aspired to be a comic book artist, and he would tell you a thing or two about your work. He'll tell you what it takes, and tell you if you got the gall to make it, you would do what he says. You know, yeah, dude. Can't believe he's gone, man. I mean, he did a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff I read back in the 80s and 90s when I was really into comic books. You know, his Batman stuff is legendary. You know, I can tell you, it's another artist out there. His name is Brian Hitch, right? And I think Brian Hitch art looks like Neil Adams stuff, but more moderate, you know. And even Brian Hitch said a lot of what he's done on Avengers and on Stormwatch and all that stuff and the Authority was inspired by Neil Adams. You know, I hate the fact the guy's gone. You know, it was like waking up and knowing that Jack Kirby died. You know, this is like one of those moments where you're like, damn, Neil Adams dead. This is fucked up. You know. He was the guy who behind, if I remember that cartoon, Captain Bucky O'Hare, remember that? Yeah, he created that. He created a lot of shit. I mean, he wasn't just the guy who did comics. He was a toy designer, storyboard artist. He was a lot of things. You know, he was a good artist. You know, don't know too much more about him. I don't know nothing about his private life. Don't know what type of person he was. No, but to me, he was just a good artist. I always saw him as a good artist. You know, that's what I always would think about him. Is being a good artist, you know. So rest in peace, Neil Adams. That go. You want my gumbo? My dad's only making enough for me. He just called me. He said, "Yeah, I'm making some gumbo, son." I was like, "Okay, bring me my cut." Michael Turner, yeah. Michael Turner was the guy who put Witchblade on the map. Michael Turner was such a great freaking artist, man. I met him too. I met him alone. Man, you talking about, I met him at the same convention that I met Neil Adams at. And my first time meeting Michael Turner, he was a cool guy. Cool guy. He just sad he died from cancer. Great artist once again. You know, it was a time in his career, I'm not gonna lie, that I think his art was kind of getting bad, but then he came back and he was better. But you know, sad. He's not the only artist from Homage. Well, actually, he was at Top Cow. He started out, and I think he started at Homage and he went to Top Cow. I'm not too sure, or did he start at Top Cow? I'm not too sure about that. I can't remember. But another guy back then. Forgot the dude's name, but he was real good. I forgot. He did this book called Cyber, and he died from cancer as well. I'll find out what it is. He was a Homage artist, but that's sad hearing that Neil Adams died, man. You know, it's just like all these great artists are passing away, and well. You can't blame them. They're getting old, you know, and you don't live forever. But it's hard to think about these guys because there's no one here to replace these guys. There's no one here to walk in their shoes, you know, because it's like there's not that generation that comes behind you and are able to put your shoes on and walk, you know, because a lot of us aren't ready, you know. A lot of kids, a lot of people, that next generation just ain't ready to do that yet. But anyway, folks. Oh yeah, this Tomb Raider, Michael Turner's Tomb Raider shit was the bomb, man. I mean, I think he sold. I think he sold some of his stuff. I think you can still buy some of his original artwork. And I know the Tomb Raider covers are pretty pricey, you know. Fathom stuff, I don't know, because a lot of people don't remember Fathom. But people remember Witchblade and Tomb Raider were like his two biggest things that he made a lot of money off of. Fathom was his. I remember when he did Fathom. Yeah, Gumbo was pretty tasty. My dad makes them. My dad is part Louisianan and part Mississippian. So he got the best of both worlds when he was young. And he makes some good gumbo. He doesn't make it all the time, but when he does, I tell him, please bring me some. Please bring me whatever you have left. Yes, sir. I'm just allergic to shrimp. He doesn't put shrimp in. He doesn't put no shrimp in mine because he knows I'm allergic to it. Everything else, good. All right, folks. So it was a good 2-hour and 14-minute show with you guys, but I gotta do a couple of things. I gotta eat lunch. I gotta take some medication, and I gotta eat lunch. Oh, I think I already said that before. I'm gonna say it again. I gotta eat, and I'm gonna come back later, folks. But I'm not gonna be working on animation. I'm taking a day off from animation today because I'm gonna put in a full day tomorrow for the next couple of parts for this project I'm working on. Then after I do that, after I get to a certain part, because I think I've done over in the last week, folks. I've done over 2 minutes of animation in last week. The video's 3 minutes long. Yep, that's my pop. That's my. My gumbo is not gonna have any shellfish in it. No shellfish. I can't eat it. I can't eat no shellfish. I can't eat none. My dad said he used to put crawfish in his. I'm like I can't eat crawfish. They're like tiny lobsters. They're like tiny buggy lobsters. Ugh. Do you know where crawdads are? They're in fucking little nasty creeks and shit like that. Ugh. I can't even eat crawfish. Ugh. They're nasty. And they're green. Don't mock us with your gumbo. I'm allergic to shell food as well. Don't mock us with your gumbo. Tell us, Spinks. Oh man, where's my off switch here? Well, you all, thank you guys for coming for another action-packed day of talking shit all morning. Brought to you by Talking Shit. Also brought to you by Crispin Broadhurst on the ukulele. I'm gonna have to get him on here so he can play his ukulele. I think that'd be hilarious. I'm gonna ask him when he come up here and play his ukulele, man. I think I owe it to him. Gumbo without crayfish or shrimp is just rice soup. There you go. I'm sorry. It smells disgusting. I can't. Chitlins? You can't eat. Oh my god. Oh my god. You don't like. Oh man, chitlins. That's the shit right there, man. I love some chitlins. I can eat some chitlins, man. I can only eat chitlins like once a year because you can't eat that shit every day. That shit would kill you. I mean, that shit would actually kill you. The grease that comes off that shit. Look it up. You don't want to know. Chitlins are delicious. Give me a bottle of hot sauce. Give me a bottle of hot sauce and a pot of chitlins, and I'm in heaven. They smell disgusting, you know, while they're cooking. But once they hit that plate, once you get a nice hot steaming plate of chitlins, I love chitlins. Yes, sir. You only eat things and catch them. Yes, you can catch chitlins in the forest. You just need to catch a nice fat boar. And there's plenty of boars out there in the forest. Oh, come on, Haley, man. They're not that nasty. Come on, man. They're not. Come on, man. Chitlins are like the epitome of soul food, man. I mean, who hasn't grown up with the smell of chitlins on Thanksgiving or well, especially on Thanksgiving. I mean, that's usually when we cook them on Thanksgiving. Actually, we cook them on Thanksgiving. We cook them on Christmas, 4th of July. Well, actually, 4th of July, we actually take the chitlins out. We actually clean them and we grill them. So, if you haven't had grilled chitlins, oh man, you're missing out on a whole lot. That's the shit right there. Look at y'all, rogue emoji at the end. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too black. Maybe I'm just too black up in there. But yeah, man, that's the tried at 6 years old, never ate them. Yeah, that's the problem. You're not supposed to introduce your kids to chitlins at a young age because they're not gonna like it because it looks like brain matter. You know, it's like telling your kids to eat pig ears. You know, you don't serve your kids pig ears at a young age. You know. Because they're gonna hate it for the rest of their life. You gotta wait till they get older. You see, if you tell them like, "Oh, you can't eat this till you get older," they're gonna want to have it when they get older. You know, I can't do pig ears no more. I don't do pig's feet. I did pig's feet once, never went back. But chitlins, yes. Yeah, they are nasty. I'm the only one in my family that can't stand chitlins. I've never met so many black people in one place that don't like chitlins. I'm sorry. I like chitlins. Give me some hot sauce. Give me some hot sauce. And I'm getting down. Nice steaming hot plate of chitlins. If they boil it with some potatoes and some red peppers. You don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing. Pig's feet. Oh man, I can't believe you don't like pig's feet. Wow. You don't like snoots then, right? What about snoots? You like snoots? Fried snoots? Pig ear, oxtail, pigtail. I would rather starve. There's a big old jar of pickled pig's feet on my desk right now. I hear you, brother. Pig ear, oxtail is good. You ever put oxtail in some soup? Oh man. I don't do pig ears. I can't. I haven't maybe do pig ears since I was a kid. I can't do them now. You know, it's hard to eat some pig ears. It gristly. It's not even meat. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'm like, I can eat that shit. Never had pig's tail. Nah, X for the chitlins and the regret it. I used to eat pig's feet when I was a kid till I found out they really were pig's feet. That's funny. Nope, snoots. I don't eat snoots either because I found out where snoots come from. So I'm not eating boogers. That's where boogers come from. I was a kid, I was like, I ain't eating that. I said, Dad, what's that? Snoot. What's that? Snoot. Pig nose. I ain't eating no pig nose. That's where boogers come from. So when I go to America, I ask for chitlins, pig's feet, and gumbo on the same plate. Yeah, you should do that. That's too close to the butthole, sir. I don't do pig's tails either. I mean, there's not enough meat there for one. Yes, it's too close to the pig's ass. Chitlins, at least chitlins have a cutoff point till it gets to the pig's ass. It's inside the pig too. But the tail, it's outside, flapping around in the wind. You know, wiping that stuff. Nah, I'm good. So that sounds like tripe, man. If you talk about I mean, okay. So So what about tripe? Do you like tripe? I mean, I can eat some fried tripe right now. That's how hungry I am for some tripe. I can eat some tripe. And for a long time, I thought tripe was fish. Then I grew up and found out what it really was. Cow stomach soup. Yeah, that's what tripe, I think that's what tripe is. Tripe is some shit that comes out the stomach of cows and pigs, you know. It's beef tripe, pork, I think it's beef and pork tripe. But, yeah, that's what tripe basically is. It's good. I eat my tripe fried, though, you know, but when it's fried and it's nice and crispy and you put it on some bread with some hot sauce, pickles, and some onions, and you got a nice little can, 12-ounce can of 7-Up or Vest fruit punch. Can't beat it. Can't beat it, man. It's good. It's delicious. That urban cuisine. Yes, sir. Sheep, pigs, cattle. It's good. You got. I eat mine fried. That's the only way I eat mine is fried. Fried, but not crispy. I like mine. I like it almost to the point to where it gets crispy, but not too crispy. Because I like my tripe to be a little gooey when I eat it. You know, so it can be nice and chewy and gooey. Oh, see, that's Mexican cuisine you're talking about. I never heard of that before. You said cow stomach. I said, that's got to be tripe. I call it tripe. Come on, 3D Sphinx. Come on, Sphinx. Oh, I believe you, man. I believe you. I gotta try it. I gotta try it out. That's what chitlins is, Mr. Fox. Pig intestines. it's a part of the pig's intestines. but still couldn't do it. Well, here's something that I like to tell people when we talk about chitlins, tripe, pig's feet, pig's ears, pig snoots, and stuff like that. Do you know why, especially black folks, eat that stuff? And I'll tell you exactly why my dad, my dad and his mother and their great-grandmother told me. They told me the reason why that's a cuisine among a lot of poor people, especially black people, because back in the days of slavery, when the slave owner would take the pig, chop it up, and the parts that they would not eat were the feet, the tail, intestines, the snoot, and the ears. And they would give that stuff to the slaves to eat, because that's what they fed the slaves. They kept everything else of the pig, but those were the things that they gave their slaves. And over the many years, hundreds of years, that has became proper cuisine, soul food. That's how we got our soul food, because we took what was left. We took the garbage, or what they assumed was garbage, from the slave owners. It actually made it into cuisine, which we all eat today, and we still eat. So you gotta think about it. I'm a very picky eater, because y'all made me hungry now. You torturing us. Hey, Cal tested tacos yesterday. Oh, wow. I never heard of that. Brisket. Yeah, it is. That's what happens. And think about this. They did that. I mean, they did that to us for hundreds of years. They thought, they was giving us the pieces of the pig that that they didn't want. They thought it was garbage. For us it wasn't garbage. It was survival, because we were able to take that food and make stock with it. I mean, turkey necks. They throw, like, when they eat a turkey, they'll throw us the turkey intestines. That's how we got gizzards and stuff like that, because that's what they gave us. They gave us the stuff that they would not eat. And we took that stuff and made that stuff into something that we could survive on. Speech says she'll be an anorexic slave. Yeah, soul food has a direct connection to slavery, because that's what that food became. It became soul food. That's something that my dad told me that his grandmama told him. Because his grandmama actually heard stories from when her grandmother when slavery was over. It's funny how this shit can go through generation to generation. It's crazy, the stuff that my dad remembers, and some of my aunts who are over 100 years old, tell me about what their grandparents told them about, like, when their parents were at the end of slavery, when slavery was over past couple of years, and what people who were actually enslaved told them. I could trace my family way back to Mississippi, to when we were in chains and shit, and we talked about a lot of stuff, So we got Native American in our family, a lot of shit, But that's another story for another time, folks. Yeah, Chinese eat scorpions and bats and shit. Yeah. I don't know about eating bats. Bats carry rabies and other diseases. You shouldn't be eating bats. I know to them over there it's cuisine, but I'm like, even though I know it's a part of your culture, but you really shouldn't be eating those things, because those things carry shit that can actually jump over the humans and kill us. You know, kill you. You know. Vegan slave. Actually, believe it or not, if you were a slave, getting meat was very rare. You know, most of what you ate was probably whatever you planted, because the farmer would have his fields, and you would actually have to grow your own food as a slave. You know, a lot of slaves did that. They had to like grow their own food, tend to their crops, and also tend to the master's crops as well. That's how they got fed. I mean, that's how you ate back then. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think that theory is sound, Urbis. Like, people eat monkey brains, chocolate-covered grasshoppers, and cicadas. I'd be like, pass. Don't ever go to China. Don't ever go to Singapore. Yeah, I mean, every once in a while I take some. Well, it's the way I make toast. When I was a kid, I used to stick some butter, throw it in a skillet, throw some bread on top of it, fry it up, you know, put some jelly on it, you know, eat it. That was back in the day shit. Fried bread, I would try that. When you make some fried bread and put a couple pieces of chitlins on it, you like it. Well, anyway, folks, I think I've had a good talk with you guys today. I think I'm going to slowly exit stage left and leave you guys. Maybe come back tomorrow, do some more. Actually, I'll be animating tomorrow, so yeah, I'm probably playing mostly music and working and stuff like that. But I had a good time with you guys. Good show. Hope you guys have a nice day. And I am a turkey burger kind of dude. I don't eat a lot of things that I'm not familiar with. All right, so we know that 3D Spinks will be on hunger strike. If she was a slave, she'd be a slave on hunger strike. All right, I had enough. I'm done. Laters, man. See you guys. I went to the Dominican. The food was delicious, but it was mostly chicken and beef. All right, that's what you're gonna get if you're in the Dominican. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. This is One Gun. I'm signing out. You all have a nice day, and later. See you guys later. Bye, Spinks. Thank you guys for coming by. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Peaches. Later. Take it easy, man. We'll talk some more black stuff later. Peace.